Was dying of cancer not too long ago. Prior to that, I started seeing light phenomena. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and this, and when she was actually dying, and she was in her last days, she made me wear sunglasses because she could see something in my eyes. Okay.
Mhm.
And I realized the place I was working at is one of these like telluric areas, one of these hot spots. Okay. And I see and have seen light phenomenon since she passed. Now, right before she passed away, I had this feeling to have her come outside and see something. And right when we went outside, instantaneously there was a purple sphere. Okay, transparent with a little purple violetish light in the center. Now, I've seen these often, nothing of that color. And ever since I started seeing this light phenomenon, I started having an effect that people that have NDEs often have, which is working in hospice. A,
Yeah.
before seeing this, I had no interest in anything supernatural. Now it's like a huge part of my life. And your work was one of the first things I was led to, almost in a trance-like state after seeing one of these orbs. But let me get to my point. It has led me to volunteer in hospice. And it was a
Wow.
drive, just like you hear when people actually have NDEs, one of those after effects. And
Yeah.
when I'm in hospice and I'm sitting there, like with people who have dementia, some people can talk, and I pull out something like an Amfest. There's certain people that will back up and go, like saying they can see waves. I've been able to see those waves since I was 15. Now, let me get to my point. I also built a psychomantium in my bedroom. I filled it with mirrors,
Hmm.
and when I'm having a successful psychomantium experience, which totally works when you have your
Yeah.
consciousness calibrated to a certain degree, as you know, I
Yeah.
feel a time shift, which is similar to the way I feel
Great.
when I see this light phenomenon, which would be either blue, gold, or purple spheres. Sometimes they're on the ground. And do you have you experienced this time shift when you're having a successful psychomantium experiment?
Yes, and thank you for that information about your building the Psychomanteon too.
Oh, I sleep in it.
Eh,
It's
Yeah,
my bedroom.
yeah, it's that's right. It's what I have had in there is, see, in terms of where I am with this, when I was a kid, I realized what is time, and I give up on that one. Aristotle, he said, what is time? Time is past, present, and future. The past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. And try holding on to the present, right? It's like
Mhm.
I've realized that time is a mystery I'm not going to solve while I'm here. And yes, especially in the last few years, I think it's partly developmental too, that you reach a point where it's the time shifts concept really makes sense. It does. When I was a philosophy undergraduate, I read a great article it's called Is Time Real? And it's by McTaggart, who was a philosopher at Oxford and Cambridge. And it really points out that this concept of time, well, we don't have any trouble getting to the grocery store or whatever on time. I mean, on that level, we can read a clock and work by it. But as soon as you start thinking about it, you realize that, there's no way of figuring it out while we're here. And people with near death experience pointed that out that once you're over there on the other side, time is a totally different kind of thing.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Next up, we have Carlita. Welcome, Carlita.